It's 9:11 a.m. Sunday, September 24th, 2023. I never pick the times that I click record or look at the clock before I click record, just in case anybody wonders if I do that on purpose. I don't do it. It's always like 3:03, 9:11, 11:11. If you go back and look, and a lot of them I know are set to private, but there's a lot of crazy number synchronicities, and it's going to lead me right into what I'm going to talk about in this video is I know that it's not just my videos. I see it with a lot of people that I'm subscribed to with these number synchronicities, numbered light codes, or whatever people want to call it. But and this just brought me to my next point, because I just hit nothing and came off the hoverboard. I didn't fall or anything. I just stepped off. Random. That never happens. I go miles and miles on this thing a day. I'm not no expert with these or anything, and it will keep you humble, because every once in a while it does something like that, and you won't be like trying to rip around fast or anything, because you kind of never know if you're coming off at any point or not. But that's what I wanted to talk about, was separation, like these technologies that, like, just the amount of minutes and seconds on a video, or the time stamp at the beginning of the video. I don't think these things are random at all. I don't think a lot of us think that they're random. I just don't think that any of us truly understand what they are. So what I mean by separation, and talking about something like this, is we think the materials that this phone is made out of, the materials that's making this hoverboard work, are separate from the materials that we are made out of. I don't think so now. And this is what I wanted to ask. Does anybody ever have, and I've heard other people say this before, and this happens to me a lot. Sometimes it happens more, and then it won't happen as much, and then when it starts happening, it happens a lot again, like repeatedly in a small space of time. But getting a thought about a person, like I could think of my mom or something, and when I think of my mom, I'll look and I'll unlock my phone screen, and right at the same time as I unlock my phone screen, a message, something running across the road. I'm losing my mind. I think I just seen a cricket on its hind legs. A big ass cricket too. I don't know. I slept good last night. I shouldn't be hallucinating, but like when I think of somebody and I unlock my phone, simultaneously the text will just pop up at the same time. So it took me a minute. I'm like, man, how can this be such a coincidence? Every single time the message isn't already on there. I'm not just seeing the message. The message receive time is exactly the same moment that I'm looking at the phone. Like, it's so synchronized. How's that happen? Then it clicked to me one day. It's like, oh shit, I'm picking up the text message just like the phone is. You know what I mean? It's like I'm not deciphering it, meaning I don't know what the message says exactly until I look at it on the screen, but I think that's possible. I don't think that I'll need the phone for much longer if I can. I think awareness is a big part of it. So there's a lot of people who are experiencing the same thing, but they haven't came to that conclusion yet that, oh, wow, you know, my brain or some part of me or my consciousness knows that this person is sending a text message. I think my battery just died. I've been out for a couple hours on it. This battery lasts a long time. But it's just too synchronized. I just realized that, like, it's the only logical explanation is, why would I think of the person and think to unlock my phone at the same time that the text message comes through from them? You know what I'm saying? Like, repeatedly. But it doesn't happen all the time. Sometimes there might be a month or two where it doesn't even happen a single time. And then there might be a week where it happens like 20 times in a row. But I do think... The battery's dead. I'm almost back. It's about to be dead. See if it can get me back. It does this when it's dying. Gotta go slow when it's doing this because it just kicks you off randomly. It shuts off. So the same thing with this kind of tech, this hoverboard, is we see it as a separation. Like, oh, I'm Justin and the hoverboard's the hoverboard. We don't see it as in most of the material that my physical vessel and avatar is made out of comes from the same materials in the same place as this hoverboard and this phone. It's like the crystals in the phone are the ones that are receiving. It is like quantum entanglement, sending text messages and stuff and calling. It's literal. It is. That's what it is. It's like telepathy for dummies. You know what I mean? Like, we shouldn't even need the phone, for real. But we do right now. And I'm not talking about putting no chip in anybody or anything, but I already got, like, half of my face is made out of titanium, but there ain't supposed to be any chips in me. But I have 13 screws in a titanium plate on half my face, so maybe that could, like, help in some little way picking up on stuff. But I don't know, I just wanted to mention that about, I don't see separation with the tech or even with vehicles, with cars and stuff. People see these as inanimate objects, but they're not. I mean, they are, but they're not. So that's all I wanted to say today. Well, that's all I wanted to say in this video. Stay up.